Hi there, this is Dani, and the channel is You and Me Living Free. I'm so glad you're here. Today we are at Mount Rainier National Park, and this place is exquisite, as you will see. I'm just going to give you a little bit of scenery as I'm driving through right here and tell you that on this day I tentatively had a hike planned. And I just wasn't feeling like doing it. It was going to be challenging, as so many of them are, and I wasn't feeling it. So I decided to skip the hike. I decided that I would spend the day taking a leisurely drive through Mount Rainier and just appreciate all of the beauty that I saw. And this was a wonderful strategy because as soon as I just took the hike off of the agenda, I could feel the weight kind of lift off my shoulders. Look how gorgeous this is. I could feel the weight kind of lift off my shoulders, and I knew I'd made the right decision. I'd had a few days of hiking in a row, and I just thought, okay, you know what? Sometimes enough is enough. There's our glimpse of Mount Rainier right there. This place is so magnificent. I'm going to have to do the research again, but I did it and I just don't remember it as well as I should. But Mount Rainier is literally like an active volcano for one thing. And for another thing, it's like five or more glaciers have like come together to form this massive mountain slash glacier slash whatever it is, whatever you want to call it. It's gorgeous. I know that for sure. Here's part of the road where you can see the other road down there if you were looking in the beginning, and this is one of those roads. If you have a fear of heights, don't look. But there's a lot of different places in the park where you can have Mount Rainier in the background from different perspectives and kind of keep seeing it in new ways. And I thought this was really kind of cool. The hike that I did like the day before, it was all kind of cloudy and misty, and it literally looked like the peak was coming up out of the clouds, which was really cool. Now, once I took hikes off the table, or a long hike off the table, I got a couple of opportunities to do little hikes that were amazing. And this is our first one. It's Narada Falls. And so here's me looking down from the little bridge, and I had just parked the car there. So you can see the upper part of the fall here, and it's pooling. And then there's the main part of the fall that you can't see, but that water in the pool is going to go over the edge. If you look straight ahead, you see those people out there on the lookout. Well, I decided I was going to have to walk down there, even though it was a steep incline and decline, but I decided it was going to be worth it. And man, was I right. Will you just look at this thing? I'm going to be quiet for a few seconds so we can listen to the water and just enjoy it. Look at the rainbow. Wow. Oh my gosh, I love that. This is just a lookout, and I'll pan over to the van so you can see how the van is doing. The van's getting a little beat up this trip, actually. I could do a whole video and stories about how the van has been dinged. The van got a chip in the windshield back in, I think that was back in Colorado when I started this trip. It was back in Colorado when I started this trip. The van got a ding, and then I've scratched it, I've pinstriped it, I've done all kinds of things. This is a parking lot at the park that's close to the main visitor center where I stopped and made myself breakfast and everything. What a spot for breakfast. Can you believe that? And nice little shot of me. I have a fever blister, and if you could see it in that picture, I get them from time to time. If I'm stressed, or if I'm in the sun too much, or if I'm fighting off some kind of infection. Anytime my immune system or anything is challenged, I will usually get one. I haven't had one for quite a while though. But anyway, this is just showing you I'm still in my flip-flops. I'm not ready for a hike, but they have like 3 or 4 of these reflective lakes, and that's what they call them. They each have their own names, but I've forgotten them. But this is one of them that I was just walking to. And anytime, you're kind of walking around a lake, a lot of times you can get a nice flat trail. So that's what I did. I did not do the whole thing. That was too big for me today. So I just did part of it. But it was a glorious little trail right around the lake. And it was just, this place. There's Mount Rainier again. Look at that. I mean, for heaven's sakes. Oh, I loved this part. Look at this. So you can see the Box Canyon, and this is another little hike that I did. It was under a mile, and it wasn't very much of an incline. Maybe it was even, a half a mile or something there and back. But so this is a nice little paved path through the trees. Oh, what's in the background again? I wonder what that is. And then this didn't come across really well, but look at that. I'm going to be quiet so you can hear the water. But we are literally looking down at that rushing river that is carving out this narrow canyon. And then this is just the other side of it and what it looks like. This was another reflective lake, and this one was much smaller. It almost seemed like a pond, so I did go all the way around this one. But look how glorious. Oh, and you know how I love the water. I love the mountains, but I'm especially a water person, and there's nothing better than water next to mountains. It's the best of both worlds. I'm just trying to show how clear this water is. It just does not get any more picture perfect and clear than this. This is just one of the many rivers I stopped at, but I'm showing these wildflowers because not only does Mount Rainier have its own personality as far as what you're going to see, but it is also the smells. This place smells amazing. It smells different than the rainforest. Those wildflowers bring a different scent than I had smelled before. As soon as they invent smelling over video, I will bring it to you guys, I promise. And look at that, you've made it to the end of another video. You deserve a medal, and I will see you next time. Thank you.